some people are asking, why aren't the Indianapolis Colts being more aggressive? Why aren't they going out and signing more big-time players? And one of the big reasons why is because the Indianapolis Colts have some of the biggest contracts coming up in the NFL. And real quick before I get into this topic, I just want to say thank you for tuning in to the JDW Sports Talk Show, where every fan is welcome. And if you do end up enjoying my video, I would really appreciate it if you do hit the like and subscribe button. Plenty more content coming up, plenty more predictions, all this stuff going on. So let's get right back into this topic. So the three big contracts that the Colts have coming up: Darius Leonard, Quenton Nelson, Braden Smith. The three biggest ones that are on the Colts to-do list. One, we don't have to worry about Quenton Nelson for another 1-2 years because we picked up that fifth-year option. Two, Darius Leonard. He's one of the best linebackers in the league, and he's going to require quite a bit of cash. Let him write his own check, just like Big Q. Then we go to Braden Smith, one of the most underrated tackles in the league, who is going to also demand quite a bit of money. Around 13 a year. Leonard's going to want around 18 a year. And Quenton Nelson probably going to want around like 19, 20. I'm not really sure. I'm not good with the contract for the guard market, but I do think he will want a lot, and he will deserve a lot. So, first off, we're going to talk about Quenton Nelson last, since he has a fifth-year option going on. So, Darius Leonard, one of the best linebackers coming into the league, one of the best. You know, he's a tackle machine. He gets many interceptions. He gets many sacks. He strips the ball. He does it all. He's a playmaker on defense. He's your defensive QB. He makes all those huge, big plays. He makes all those sacks, those big game-changing plays. And I can't tell you how many times throughout his rookie deal, throughout his first 3 years with the Indianapolis Colts, he made a big play that maybe ended the game, shifted momentum, or just come out the gates firing. And he sets the tone, and he comes and he brings an energy like no other. Yeah, he does talk a little bit of crap, but he loves the game, and he's humble, but he's always hungry to get better, and he's only going to get better. So Darius Leonard is going to demand quite a hefty contract as one of the better linebackers in the league. And then you have Braden Smith. Coming out of college, he was a guard, converted to tackle. You know, we had a lot of injuries on the offensive line, so we converted him to tackle, and he ran and he never looked back. Braden Smith, one of the best right tackles in the game, one of the most underrated right tackles in the NFL. And people need to talk about this guy more because he has not allowed many sacks at all, especially last season when his first 2 years, he did show struggles. Of course, moving from guard to tackle, it's a whole new position that he hasn't really played. He hasn't really played it, so, it's hard to learn it. It's hard to, get into the groove of that position, especially going to tackle. Tackle is one of the harder positions to learn and play in the NFL. So, coming in and shifting to tackle in a year and a half, he's become one of the best right tackles in the National Football League. And he's going to want 13, 14, something around there for a right tackle. So, Braden Smith, these two guys, if I had to pick Braden Smith or Darius Leonard, which one to get done first, I'm going to pick Leonard. And this is why. I'm going to pick Darius Leonard because, there are other linebackers out there, such as Fred Warner, who is going to be wanting a big contract because he's been one of the best linebackers in the league for quite some time now. So, he's, Fred Warner is going to, really want a lot of money as well. So, if Darius Leonard gets his contract first, you want Leonard and you want the Colts to set that market, not the Niners, because if the Niners do, Leonard's price might shoot up to $20 million a year, 19.5, 18.5, whatever. I'm not saying to be a cheapskate, but at the end of the day, the NFL is a business, and you have to give your player what he deserves, but also stay in your price range, if you get what I mean. And Chris Ballard has done an amazing job of that, and he will do that with Darius Leonard. So I believe we need to get Darius Leonard's done as soon as possible before the 49ers get Fred Warner's done. So and we reset the market and not the Niners. And then, Braden Smith, I think we could do his next year's. But, it would be nice to get it over with. It would be nice to get it done this year. So that's my thoughts on, who I think should get it first. And, go to Quenton Nelson. He's gonna want so much dollar money, and he deserves it. He's the best offensive lineman player in the league, one of the best, if not the best. He's a mauler. Some players are scared of him. If you see Quinn Nelson run your way, you better get out of his way, or you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel him come after you, and he's gonna lay you down. He's not gonna be scared of you. He's not scared of no one. And that's what that's what Quenton Nelson is awesome. He brings an energy. He brings that fierceness, that punch that the offensive line needed for so long, and he finally brought that. So these are the three biggest contracts coming up. They do have other guys in Nyheim Hines. They do have some young guys in Jordan Wilkins, some Rocky Sin coming up in a year. There's many players that are going to be coming up with contracts in a few years that we're going to continue to talk about. So I just talked about the three biggest ones today. So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think we should sign Darius Leonard now? How much do you think Darius Leonard is worth? Should we sign Braden Smith now? How much is he worth? And Quinn Nelson is good for at least another year until we give him that big extension, because we did take that 5th-year option. So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys agree with me? Do you guys disagree with me? How much do you think all these guys will get? That's going to be it for this episode. I do appreciate you tuning in to the JDW Sports Talk Show. And that's it for today's episode. And as always, I'll catch you next time.